I've sneaked away, okay? Everybody's downstairs, it's Christmas. Did you have a good one? Did you have a good Christmas? Let us know below if you did or whatnot and what you think about New Year. Me, personally, I don't celebrate Christmas much anymore. Right? I think it's really for the kids. When you're an adult, it becomes more of a think back or a think forward to the future. And really the gifts are really just for the kids, and you know, when you're an adult you buy stuff all throughout the year, so it's really just for a time away for the for yourself as an adult. New Year, Scotland's kind of famous for New Year, but more and more of the year, I think it's not the way it used to be. There used to be like parties on the streets, and everybody knew everyone, and they would go and conquer the street. Now it's more sedate, to be honest. I know I'll be spending New Year now with the family, just playing board games and watching TV and stuff. Where I used to like grow up, and it would be like one family party, then another family party, and it would be great when you were a kid because you've got to stay up late. So I don't really get much. What I really got for Christmas was just like a Flash box set, a Flash that Freddie Mercury wore T-shirt from Flash Gordon, Beverly Hills Cop DVDs, Blu-ray. So I don't get much, but we always just buy whatever we need at the time. So my missus, she always gets a present from one of our friends in the work, and if you watched my previous video, you would know that one time she got this Black Panther. Now she's not really into the hero movies and stuff like that, right? So she's not bothered, and as long as it's not opened, and I'm not going to put it towards my DVD collection. I'd rather watch it on Netflix or something like that. So this and then just recently she got this Ant-Man and the Wasp, again not open. So these two are part of a collection that's going to go for exchange for something else. You know, it's one of those trading shops where you get something. And I've told him, I says, you tell that friend of yours, yeah, he might as well give you porn instead of this filth, okay? And you know, I might as well call it what it is. I know in my last video says I'm not going to make something that's sort of hateful, but I do say I'm biased, okay? I just don't enjoy them, especially the way DC get treated sometimes. And the other DVD was this one, Mission Impossible, and I'm going to find. And now she wants to watch this because she likes Henry Cavill, but this is the film with the moustache. I am going to find it hard because anytime I see Henry Cavill in this, I'm going to remember the hassle that TV studio, that movie studio, gave Henry Cavill about removing that. So anytime I see him on it, I'm going to think this is what's jeopardised not only Justice League, or one of the many aspects that jeopardised the film, but also that made him a bit of a laughing stock in the first couple of minutes of the film. So I'm going to find this very hard to watch. But the ones I'm going to trade in. So let us know what sort of presents that you're given that you kind of try and put on a brave face. As I say, my missus, she wasn't bothered. David always buys the DVDs, but please, no more. Okay, and I've asked her, no more of those. I'd rather. I mean, she used to send some weird stuff like, you know, Black Sheep, which was like killer sheep and killing rabbits and stuff like that, called the Lepers or something. Those weird films I don't mind as much, right? Stuff that I wouldn't normally go out and buy. That is a kind of gift, but not when I'm saturated with that. Okay. So I just saw a trailer on the telly about Spider-Man, the Spider-Man verse. Now, Spider-Man was a character I loved, and I bought lots of comics on him. But ever since Spider-Man Homecoming, I went off on I don't want anything to do with Marvel being associated with the Marvel verse. I think they just totally ruined the character. as far as I'm concerned. So they brought in this Spider-Verse, and you've got all these different characters being sort of Spider-Man, and for me, there is only one Peter Parker. And when you try to either bring it in as a girl or bring it in as a different race or something, it's just not the character, right? I like the original characters, the way that the creator created the characters. That's the way I like it. So to me, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right? White American, not against black Americans, right? Black Americans should have their own heroes, or black English, black whatnot, gay heroes, or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it's the own character. Right? You wouldn't want a white man being Black Lightning, would you? No, because that's not the character. That's not his background. So why I brought it up is because there's a trailer out just now, and they're advertising it in a way where come and see Spider-Verse, it's certified fresh, and you actually see the fresh certified Rotten Tomato. Now, as some of us may already know, Disney has either got their hands on a pocket of critics, and as I said before, there's a lot of people that are critics for Rotten Tomatoes that get paid by Disney. They get paid by them, or the websites. I can't mind. I think the website's even owned by everybody. I'm not too sure on the big score, but we all know the biasry behind that. And now I'm not saying all the critics work for Disney. I'm not saying that, but there is a bias thing going on. So, and Aquaman is really, making the money. It's the last thing I heard. It's wiped the floor with Mary Poppins and Bumblebee. Now, Bumblebee's got a lot of star ratings, right? And the first of its kind for Transformers. It's strange that, though, it's the first Transformers to come out when a DC film's out, right? And then you've got, Mary Poppins or Spider-Verse, and they're selling it with their fresh tomatoes. Now, Aquaman right now, as I looked, it was at 64% Rotten Tomatoes. A film which is so close to mimic a Marvel movie. Now, I hope that it doesn't go on that trend. I hope that the similarities die down and DC finds its own way of making movies. I don't want Shazam or any other film that comes from DC mimicking Aquaman and the way it's done, like the wee bits of trailer at the end of the credits and stuff. We could all say that was Marvel's idea, but hey, it was done a long time ago. So the fact that they're using Rotten Tomatoes, that was a new one by me. That was like a punch below the belt. It's like, we cannot have Spider-Verse, this new way of cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon movie about a superhero, and not only that, it's a black Spider-Man, plus a woman Spider-Man, a dog Spider-Man. I don't know, I've not seen the film, right? And that's why I brought up Peter Parker and stuff like that. But we're not interested. People are not interested. And they're throwing all this fresh tomatoes as though the Rotten Tomatoes somehow has the power to change people's minds. And what's made this promising for me in the future, because I always believe that there's thousands of people out there, if not millions of people out there, that don't go and see a film unless it's got a fresh tomato. Sad, but true. But then you get the films like Bohemian Rhapsody and The Greatest Showman that basically blew the critics away. Right? They had rotten scores, but the audience loved them. So all this is good news for me. The fact that they're resorting to calling it a fresh tomato, trying to get all these people that listen to that unworkable work site to go and see it. This is a good sign that people are not listening as much to the critics because they've got it wrong. Right? Now, I don't know, 64% and the critics love it and 84% of the audience wants it. It's a sort of good balance and everything else. But the fact that sometimes you get something like 3 out of 5 and that equals a Rotten Tomato, that doesn't compute by me. Okay, because 3 is closer to 5. So this to me is a good sign about how desperate Disney is and Rotten Tomatoes is biased, that they're using that, a website only created so many years ago, right? Even directors and actors hate this website because it is totally, it can be corrupted, it can be paying off to make a film look as good as whatnot. The way it works, the scoring of it is not much. And so this is a very good, so let us know in the comments below if you got Christmas presents this year that wasn't really, or maybe somebody you know had Christmas presents that you were wanting to trade. Let us know what you thought about the Rotten Tomato thing, and the impact it has, the fact that Spider-Verse having to resort to use that to sell a film instead of the 4 stars, 5 stars, 6 stars and whatnot, but fans are still not going to see it. People are not going to see it. Have they stopped listening to critics? Let me know your views. Let us know how you're celebrating Christmas. Let us know how you're celebrating New Year. In the meantime, have a good one. And thanks for watching.